everyone. Welcome to the quick hitter version of Catch and Shoot 2.0. Along with Otto Strong, I'm Aaron Berlin. Our featured conversation this week is with TJ Macias of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram.
I'm going to ask her whether the Mavericks should do the unthinkable, and that is rest Luka Doncic for Game 5 so that he could be fresh for Game 6 and a possible Game 7. So games 5 back in LA, Wednesday, Game 6 back in Dallas on Friday. So it's shorter rest, more fly in between. The stakes are higher, the pressure's higher. Obviously, like I said before, the home team is yet to win a game. I mean, do you think that this gets back to LA for a Game 7 at all?
I'm hoping if they again, that all depends on Luka and his availability, and it everything is riding on basically his neck right now. I mean, do you see them going anywhere if Luka continues to play like he did last night, where he was in pain?
I would say no, and I would say, and so here's the question, like for both of you: do you just say to Luka, I'm not saying don't take the trip, but you're not playing Game 5, and we'll roll the dice with hopefully come back Game 6, be healthy enough, and then we'll take our chances with the healthy Luka, in Game 7. Like, because I don't feel like just whatever they're going to do the next 48 hours is going to make a difference. So I mean, it's a crazy bet, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, the kid can't look left. That's bad.
Yeah.
That I don't like. In the long run, that would be the ideal situation, him not traveling with the team. But that you're just initially throwing away that game. It's done. Like none of the other playmakers have been stepping up. And I know, and that is such a difficult question. Because that's their star player. They wouldn't be where they are right now without him. And
they wouldn't be where they are without the guy who was able to look left.
Yes.
So and what I'm saying is, like, if you roll him out and he's, I don't know what percentage he would say he was at. He said he played terrible. I get that. Yeah, sure. I mean, anybody would play terrible if they couldn't turn their head. But so I'm thinking, like, if he plays the way he did, they're going to lose anyway. So just like, I'm not saying not to, just rest him, and then just, hey, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it all. Game 6, 7, see what happens.
So I would agree. I would say do that, but here's the big thing: Luka won't go for that. Remember, I sent you a message. Remember when Waj, said that he was available that night? Luka will go in there. He could have a gunshot wound to the neck, and he would ask Carlisle to play him.
Well, that's why you tell him the plane is leaving at 3, but the plane's really leaving at 2. So this way you avoid all that stuff.
Put like guards on him, like they did in Game of Thrones or something.
Yes.
In a room.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he'd find a way to get out, but it would be ideal, especially for his health. You don't want to risk it. You don't want to risk more serious damage to him. And, I mean, if that was the case and he didn't travel with the team and they, came back for Game 6 and they won it here, it would be freaking insane. And it'll be not a Cinderella story, but it would be big.
So I would say at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to have Luka available for a playoff series down the road, right? Like, Game 5 is what it is. It's a turning point in the series. It's not a make or break game. It's not an elimination game. So if you're the Mavs, and regardless of what the player says and regardless of what the player thinks, your goal is to keep your player healthy and available down the road. Because Otto and I talk about this all the time. A player's biggest asset is their availability. If they're not available to play in a game, then they're worthless to you, as bad as that is to say. And so for the Mavs and Carlisle, I think this is a situation where Otto's right. Like, if he plays the way that he did in Game 4 and Game 5, you're not going to win anyway. So what is the benefit of playing him in Game 5 on an injured neck where he can't put his head on a swivel? So I mean, just to answer your question, Otto, yeah. I mean, the absolute biggest thing that they need to do in that situation is rest him because it's not beneficial to the team moving forward. But I mean, the question is, can the Mavs win this series at all or get it to a game 7 if Luka doesn't play? You know, I mean, that's the ultimate tipping point, right? Like if he doesn't play, they probably have no chance of winning this series unless players like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kristaps Porzingis step up in some way. And we haven't seen that.
No. And I mean, Luka, like I think it was his lowest scoring game yesterday with what it was, and because everything he's been hitting, 19 points, which is insane for him. That's just low. The whole series, he's been carrying the entire team on his back, which explains his fucking neck. If Carlisle does decide to hold him out and rest him, I have a feeling it'd be a slaughter fest. And if not, like what the hell there's a story for you, but I don't see that happening. I don't see the impossible happening and the team winning game 5 if that was the case.
If you'd like to hear more from TJ Macias, check out the full version of Catch and Shoot 2.0 from Pure Hoops Media. You can also see the video version of the Catch and Shoot Quick Hitter on the Pure Hoops Media YouTube channel.